Hey guys, how's it going? So today, here at Pearson Guitars, we have this, and this is a special one. Well, in South Africa it's a great privilege to have this sort of guitar come in. So this is a Jackson Custom Shop Soloist. With some of the most beautiful abalone inlays and abalone logo I've ever seen. This is a fantastic instrument. I'm pretty dumbstruck at the build quality of this. Yeah, so we're going to be setting this up and giving it a good clean up and go from there. So first things first is I need to remove the strings. This being a Floyd Rose setup, there are some very obvious differences from a fixed bridge setup. So first of all, I'm going to start out with placing one of these microfiber cloths just here by the bridge system. I don't want to be able to scratch any of the finish using any tools or anything like that when I'm working here around the bridge. So yeah, so I've removed the little lock nuts that are over here. Now I can start loosening the strings and the bridge will then recede into the body. So now the strings are just hanging here and I'd like to loosen them on this side. So with the Floyd Roses, obviously it's a floating bridge system, so I'm just going to lift it slightly with the cloth under it and just loosen these. Now that the strings are off, one of the first things that I want to do is clean the fretboard completely, just get all the gunk off. So I'll be using a little bit of lighter fluid for that, being very careful not to get anywhere near the finishing, so I'm actually even going to avoid the binding around that, just to get everything cleaned. And then I'm going to come in with this Crimson Guitars super fine fret eraser and just polish up the frets with this. So now that the frets are polished, I'm going to come in with my special mix of fretboard oil just to kind of darken everything up again and just make everything look good and make sure that the ebony is nicely hydrated. So now that there's oil on the fretboard, I just want to get nice right up to the frets. So I'm going to be using the StewMac swirl remover just to clean up anywhere on the body that just has, like, you know, sweat drops or anything like that. So now that everything is nice and shiny again, I'm going to string it up. Cool. Got all the strings on, it's tuned up, back plates are off, and I've balanced the bridge so the base plate of the bridge is perfectly parallel with the top of the body. You'll get a few Ibanez models where the base plate has a different angle to it, and that's okay too, but the main point is to get the saddles parallel with the surface of the body. Cool. I'm just going to check the neck relief. So I've got the capo on the first fret here. It's a bit too tight. That's perfect. The action is good. So I've got 1.5 on the low side, 1.2 on the high side. That's with the capo on. Great stuff. So now just checking intonation again. So now just adjusting the pickup heights. So I'm just going to put all the covers back on, and then we'll run it through the Kemper and we'll see how it sounds.